Welcome back. In our sports news, Chelsea manager Carlo Ancelotti on Monday rejected claims that his club is obsessed with winning the Champions League. The accusation came from Manchester United manager Alex Ferguson, who take on the Londoners on Tuesday in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final. United led 1-0 from the away leg, and earlier in the day, Ferguson said Chelsea were overstretching themselves with their Champions League obsession. The notion that Ancelotti was also under pressure, knowing that previous Chelsea managers who have not brought home the coveted European Cup have been given their marching orders, was also dismissed.
No, I can answer that it's not an obsession, it's a dream. Every time I said, above all when you are going to play a quarter-final, because it's very close to arrive to play the final. So in free game, we have a possibility to play the final, not just us, but also Man United and the other team is involved. So at this moment of the competition is a dream to reach the final.
And veteran Brazilian coach Mario Zagallo was named on Monday as ambassador of Rio de Janeiro's Botafogo club in an attempt to harvest investments for amateur soccer. The 79-year-old, who led his country to World Cup victory in 1970 and who has also played for the Rio club in its golden age, will lobby on Middle East investors to raise funds for Botafogo's youth squads. In the late 70s and early 90s, Zagallo coached Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates national squads, taking the latter to the 1990 World Cup. Zagallo said he expected to heap profits from his experiences in the Middle East. Istvan Toth of Hungary and Rochelle Turner of Australia have won the coolest race in the world, a marathon run at the North Pole. Toth and Turner took victory in the men and women's categories of the race after running for 26.2 miles in temperatures of minus 32 degrees C. Toth's time was 4 hours 54 minutes and Turner's was 6 hours 3 minutes. The slowest competitors finished over 9 hours after starting. The 27 participants from 12 countries and 6 continents started the race on Friday evening at 10 p.m, running through the night, which is indistinguishable from the day as there is 24-hour daylight at this time of year.
Physically, definitely you need to be as fit as you would be if you were doing a road race. Mentally, it's going to be tough out here because of the conditions, both in terms of the surface, which is snow predominantly, but also the temperature, which is actually quite cold, as it turns out.
And cosmonauts from different countries gathered in Moscow's Space Memorial Museum to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Yuri Gagarin's first spaceflight. Yuri Gagarin completed the first journey to space in human history in 108 minutes on April the 12th, 1961. Svetlana Savitskaya completed 2 space missions in 1982 and 1984 and was the first woman to make a spacewalk. Yang Liwei, first astronaut of China, said that Yuri Gagarin's experience was a source of encouragement in our space exploration. He called for promoting international cooperation in space research and exploration that will benefit the whole of mankind. To commemorate the first human spaceflight, Russia had decided to designate April the 12th each year as Spaceflight Day, and the UN has adopted a draft resolution submitted by Russia and declared April 12th International Spaceflight Day. And finally this evening, for lovers of Italian art, it's as close as you can come to ascending a stairway to heaven and looking angels in the eye. For the first time at the end of a major restoration, the scaffolding that has shrouded the 850 square metres of frescoes of the Cappella Maggiore in Florence's famed Santa Croce Basilica will not be immediately dismantled. Instead, starting soon and for about a year, a small number of visitors will be able to don hard hats and climb the clanking steps of scaffolding to admire the 600-year-old frescoes of Agnolo Gaddi, the last major descendant of the Giotto school.
We hope that we can keep these scaffolds open for about 1 year. And this is a very unique opportunity for people to come here and to look at these details. Also because this sort of period, of artistic period, is very rich in decorative details. There are a lot of technical features that can be appreciated only from a close distance.
Since the next restoration will likely not take place for centuries, it is the last chance of a lifetime to get within inches of a masterpiece painted on the eve of the Renaissance. NCMS has warned of low horizontal visibility due to dust and a sandstorm in Abu Dhabi. So with that, let's take a look at the international and local weather forecast for tomorrow. And before we head out, here are the top stories again. Construction for 110 villas for UAE citizens approved. Ministry of Economy and BSA launch anti-piracy initiative. Residents in Japan uneasy as nuclear severity level is raised. And IMF raises growth outlook for UAE economy. Well, that brings us to the end of the bulletin. As always, we'd love to hear your comments. You can contact us at news@city7tv.com, or why not call us on 04367 2230. And please do join our Facebook page. From the entire news team, it's goodbye for now.